Come On, Come Back by Stevie Smith. By far and away the longest of the poems in the conflict structure, and also possibly the most surreal in that the perspective we have here is from the future, incident in a future war. We've got a third-person narrator describing this very, very strange incident of a person stepping into water because her memory has been wiped, and she then gets washed downstream. Presumably, she's drowned. We don't know. We also have this mysterious figure, the Sentinel, who's waiting for her return, and whilst he's waiting for her, or she or it is waiting for her, plays a tune on a reed that's made. Now, repeated ideas. Really, ironically, we've got the repeated ideas of the natural world, and we've got lots of description of this battle, or the end of this battlefield of Austerlitz, which incidentally was a battle in the Napoleonic Wars. It's also, we've got this idea of the natural world being beautiful. So amidst all this destruction, this war that's described as being terrible, and having this horrible ML5 gas used, we've got this very natural, beautiful imagery. So the tone here, I think it's very melancholy. It's a very, very sad poem, this. There's a real feeling of sadness throughout it. And this person, this girl, has died. Or has she died? We don't really know, and so that in itself is quite melancholy. Individual words. There's a great deal of description of how this person moves, how this female character moves. For me, staggering, I think, is the word I want to think of. Staggering, on line 13. The idea that she is in such a state that she's almost barely capable of walking, she's so confused. It's a very emotive word that it makes us sort of feel very sorry for her. Also, perhaps staggering in terms of its other meaning. This war is so huge, or has been perhaps so destructive, that it's actually staggering to consider it. So alliteration. There doesn't seem to be a great deal. Rhyme and rhythm. No real rhyme here. The rhythm itself, I don't think there's a great deal of rhythm. It's almost like the confusion of this narrator is reflected by the sort of fluent enjambment that this poem has. We're talking about a river here and water, so the poem flows without a particular rhythm, and I think that's extremely significant. Stevie Smith seems to have a thing for water, a preoccupation with water, in that her other poem in this anthology, River God, is also about possibly sinister and threatening ideas, and threatening character that you can attribute to water, particularly a river. Structure-wise, we have a variety of stanza lengths, not in any particular order, and that perhaps reflects the disarray, you could say, of this narrator's mind. Crucially, structurally, we always have this one phrase, come on, come back, which is the name of a song, and also a message perhaps to this strange character Vaudeville who goes into the water, into the river. Come on, come back. Thank you.